Hello and welcome. This is a monthly tarot reading for my Taurus for the month of January 2016. And if you'd like to have a private reading from me, you can send me an email at gigileetarot@gmail.com. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I would be very appreciative. And you can also like and share my videos with your friends and family. So let's see what we have for you, my Taurus, for January 2016. I always pre-shuffle the cards before recording the video. And let's see what Spirit has to say for this month, my Taurus. And so we have here the Four of Pentacles. If I'm not mistaken, I think you had that around the last week or maybe the second last week of the month for December. In terms of transit, what could trigger this? It could be that Mars will be entering your 7th house early January. It's still okay for you, but Mars is not really comfortable in the 7th house because it's a house of collaboration. And Mars is a soldier. He doesn't really want to collaborate, so it's kind of uneasy position, but it's still the house of, of Scorpio, which is your 7th house, the opposite side of you. So, in terms of money, when you have the Four of Pentacles, I feel that you're coming from a place where you want to keep what you have. You have gained a lot last year, I think, in terms of your resource. It may not necessarily be money, although it could be, but maybe a relationship, or maybe you built a house or property, but you're protecting your asset or what you have already. I think you're doing that because you want to increase, you want to expand. And Taurus needs a lot of security. The 2nd house is a very important house in each of our chart, because this is the 2nd house that we actually create our asset, or we work towards building our asset. So you have done all that, and now you want to protect what you have. We'll have to see the other cards to understand the energy, but also you have your Venus in your 8th house. I think it's going to enter Sagittarius, or it's already in Sagittarius. Well, we start in January. So this is huge. Because, like I said, Venus is your ruler. 8th house is a house of gain, again. In your house, the house of Scorpio. So there'll be a lot of conversation for you in terms of, what you want and, how you want things to be done. You try to maybe collaborate with a dear one or a family member. Maybe the house that you have built has other family members in it, or you bought with other family, whatever it is, or maybe you're thinking of selling your house and buy something else, but there's definitely some important movement and decision coming your way starting the month of January. And then we have the Emperor. I love this card because, yes, it's a major arcana, and the Emperor is the ultimate alpha man. Okay? Of course, it doesn't necessarily need to be a man, it's an energy. But what it means is that it's a need of dealing with others. The Emperor is the one where everybody seeks his advice for any reason. Love, money, health issues. The Emperor is the one who at least have this leadership. If he cannot give you the help, he's going to have an answer. He's going to be able to refer you, He's going to bring you something. He's protecting you. So it's just to let you know that in your position of dealing with people, you're such a diplomat, Taurus. And you're already looking forward. So you're willing to collaborate. I think it's even better than that. I think you're curious. There's a curiosity from you in dealing with the others, because you have come to understand how to deal with the others now. Also, you have a way of being able to get what you want without, fighting or being argumentative like maybe some other sign. And even if you have Mars in Scorpio, which is sometimes, again, it's not an aggressive sign at all. It's mostly defensive if it has to be, but it's still, sometimes it could snap on you. But it goes to tell you that in this position is you may come out forcefully because, you're a Taurus. Taurus, the bull, will always represent strength. Women or men, that's who they are. They won't bow down, or they're not gonna look like they're scared. They're not. They're not. They may be worried or anxious, but they don't fear. Maybe anxiety. They don't turn around and just no. They always walk in and do the work. So this is a great card because it's a major arcana. So you'll have that confidence, you'll have the power to deal with those people, or you'll have the power to communicate and to get exactly what you want. So it's great. It's a great energy to have. And we also have for you the Lovers. I love this card because I guess you're so motivated right now. Most Taurus, again, whatever you're protecting, your asset, if it's a relationship, it is worth it. Your spirit is telling you yes. There's no better reason to live than for love. It precedes money. It's more important than money. But you still got that security. So don't worry about that. But you're allowed to splurge a little bit, and Venus in the 8th house is very sexual. Okay, it's very sexual to have this position. So I feel that in your private intimacy, a lot of you will be indulging with your partner. And, although Taurus love to work and be practical, no. In January, you'll be receiving a lot of love. Okay, and I feel that this is intimate love. And for those that are single, it could be that now someone is walking away, or you suddenly have many opportunities around you. I think that's what I feel. That you're going to see that there's different vibration you're getting from people that are telling you, that are hinting at you, well, I like your smile. I like your body. I like your hair. I say this because, again, Venus in the 8th house is very physical, because it's sexual. But at the same time, Scorpio is very emotional. So there's a deep connection, and it's a mutual connection because Venus and Scorpio don't involve themselves in a lightly affair. It's all or nothing with Venus and Scorpio. It won't be any secret in this relationship, or if you, again, you're single and you're meeting someone, this is a time to speak up, or it's a time to at least show your interest, whatever you're comfortable, okay? Because the attraction that you give out is going to need some foundation. When you give so much, or this attraction around you, something got to give. No, and I don't see this as meaning you enter into a physical relationship. Mind you, it could. But meaning that you're going to have to investigate. You can't just brush it off and be like, well, I feel great. But, spirit will force you to be like, oh, okay, what's happening? Who's this? I kind of like him as well. It's a great energy. Okay? Because, again, it's her major arcana. And as you see, the Emperor is looking at the Lover. So in you gaining your authority, people find you extremely sexy. In you asking people to do things or dealing with other people, whatever you need to do, because you're just, you want to protect yourself or something. Sorry. Well, then it could be you, but it's not really a card of fear. I think it's just a card of insecurity. And then you're meeting all those people that are digging you while you're doing all that. They're like, wow, I don't know about this guy. I kind of feel him. He's kind of sexy. Or, well, this woman is confident. There's something about this woman that I'm definitely digging. So be prepared for that, Taurus. And the last card that we have for January, the King of Swords, which he's less of an importance here. But he's still there. You know, you have someone who wants to protect you. As you know, he's the one protecting the love. You know, he's the one. He's the, you know, he's the only king that comes in with a sword. He has a weapon, so he means business. You know, when you come to him, you have to, you know, come with, you know, correct and logical. But I feel that maybe you're gonna have someone else wanting your attention. It's gonna be, you know, or maybe the person that you will involve with will want to keep it on the down low and not for people to know or look at you, because again, and the eighth house is very mysterious. It's the house of Scorpio. Even if it's in Sagittarius, the eighth house is the house of Scorpio. So we'll have to talk about house placement later on. But it's very sexual. It's very secretive. Oh, okay, great. Something just fell down while I say this. So definitely messages for you from Spirit and my Taurus. It will be a very, very good month because you're going to have a lot of things done. And, you know, you're going to be receiving energy everywhere in your love. Your money's going to be growing. You're going to be working on growing your assets. I suggest you to listen to your 2016 tarot reading, my Taurus, to get an overview of what's ahead of you. Until then, I'm sending you kisses. I also added all my social media below the video if you want to add me on Facebook and follow me, Twitter, and on Pinterest. I'm sending you lots of love and see you soon, my dear Taurus. Bye.